Here is Mr. Incredible. That's what I call him. This is my EVGA NVIDIA GeForce GTX 280. I've had this for almost, golly, I think almost a year now. Still going strong. Of course, I don't overclock it because I'm too afraid that it'll die on me. And although I could get a warranty replacement or whatever, I'd have to purchase a card in the meantime to deal with a 2-week warranty replacement. And I don't want to do that. I'm broke. So, cool. And we're going to pop. Video card is in. Power cables are routed and connected. Now, as you can see here, this is my eSATA, or external serial ATA contraption. This did not come with the case. This came with my motherboard. It's kind of ugly looking, but functionality wise it's awesome. You can connect 2 external serial ATA drives, and it even has a power connector. Very cool. So now time to put drives in the drive cage. Here they are. 3 Western Digital 640 gigabyte black hard drives. These are the AAKS that was so famous a year ago. Everybody wanted, and they're still great drives. They've come out with some higher density platter ones, but at the time these had the highest density platters. They're blazingly fast. They're almost as fast as the Western Digital Raptors, even though they only spin at 7,200 RPM. Now the drive cage for 3¼ inch or 3½ inch drives uses this rather unique rail system where you put these big fat screws on. Don't know if you can see that screw or not. That's on the end of that hard drive. You can see it's got a big gap there, and what it does is that you put it on these tracks and you slide it all the way in until it snaps in, and then there's a little tab here that you push or pull if you ever need to take the drive out. I like it overall, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to put all these screws in these drives. They advertise it as being toolless, but it's really not. Well, I did put the screws on with my fingers, so I guess it is kind of toolless, but I torqued them down with a screwdriver after that. So now I'm ready to drop this in, and hopefully I've got these drives in backwards so that the cable side, the side where all the connections are, is going to face the right side of the case. So I think that'll make a cleaner look. Well, drive cage is all back in. It's snapped right in. I went ahead and put the thumb screws back in, but I have a feeling that you don't even really need to have the thumb screws in. It's snapped right in very securely with these little tabs here, or big tabs. So now I just got to connect running data cables and power cables to the drive. It doesn't look like connecting the data and power cables on this side are going to be much of a problem. I think they had that in mind when they built this case, or when they came up with the design of this case. There's plenty of room here, well, a good inch, which is all I need. That's what she said, right? Had to be said. Power connected, 1, 2, 3. Now I just got to run the data cables. Easy peasy. Data cables are connected. Gotta love, one of the best inventions since serial ATA has been the right angle serial ATA cable. And you can see I used one of those handy dandy little black cable ties that Thermaltake was so nice to include. Data cables are run through a hole here, and I'll clean them up, but they're connected right now. Now all I gotta do is put my DVD burner in. DVD drive is in. Nothing special about installing that. It uses the standard 4 holes, 5¼ inch mounting mechanism that's tried and true and been trusted for many, many years. Although I really like Antec's rail system. That's something that Thermaltake should do. But oh well. At least it's secure. So now I just got to route the data and power cables for it, and then I'll be done. Hey, everything is hooked up and connected. Serial ATA to the serial ATA burner, serial ATA power to the burner. Everything's hooked up. I could plug it in right now and go, but I have some cable management to do. Gotta tuck all these cables in somewhere. Lots of spaghetti, you can see. Right side of the case is now reattached. I call it the back side. Everything again connected. I'm gonna see if I can snug these up, tuck these in a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I might just put a tie wrap around them. And then I'm gonna put the cover on, and I'm gonna fire it up, and I am done. I'm gonna take a picture of this so you have some good lighting, and we're good to go. All buttoned up, all ready. I'm gonna set it up there. God, I hope it fits on this armoire. With these plastic feet, it might be a problem. Oops. I got ready to plug in my audio and realized I forgot to put my Sound Blaster X-Fi in. This is a Sound Blaster X-Fi Fatality Pro, by the way, which basically means it's a normal X-Fi with 16 megs of RAM on it and this stupid Fatality glowing badge here. Basically it. By the way, the Fatality guy, tool. Sell out. There we go. We're in. We're good to go. Now I gotta put this case panel back on. About my only fault with this case, and this is a minor one, well actually two faults, is this red plastic trim. I think it's kind of ugly. Of course I would rather have it in blue if I was to choose a color. But it's also very, very flimsy feeling, even though it's held in with little screws all the way, or little rivets, I don't know what they are. Little rivets. Very flimsy feeling. But aside from that, the whole case panel is aluminum or steel, rolled steel or whatever. So here we go. Okay, we're ready to power up for the first time. Oh, must have the switch off on the power supply. Let's try that again. Well, shit. Maybe I got the power and reverse switched. I mean the power and reset switched accidentally. Ah, damn it. Okay, got that straightened out. I forget that Gigabyte has this butt stupid non-conventional color code that they use for their front panel switches, so I had everything wired in wrong. So now I'll hit the power switch and we have power. Except we have no fans. And I know the fans are all, I've got them all plugged into one single power cable back in the back. It must have come loose, which means I'm going to have to take the other side of the case off, which sucks. Because none of the case fans are spinning. Oh well, I can put this side back on anyway. Man, that was hard to get off, and I'm not looking forward to putting it back again. Let's see what I screwed up. They're plugged in. Oh, I never actually plugged in the power. I chained everything together to get ready to plug into the power, but never did. Stupid.